Fear not, Taurus. Unlock limitless wealth with one simple listen. Hey, gorgeous souls, what if I told you that, as a Taurus, or someone drawn to that steady, unshakable Taurus vibe, you're just one listen away from turning your financial world upside down? No more worrying about money slipping through your fingers despite all your hard work as a freelancer, a small business owner, or the heartbeat of your home. Sounds too good to be true? Stick with me, because today, we're shattering that doubt together. Welcome to Zodiac Wisdom. I'm Sophia, your cosmic guide blending psychology, astrology, and a whole lot of heart to help you tap into the abundance you were born for. If you're new here, or if you've been riding this starry wave with me, please hit that like button. Share this with a friend who needs a boost. And subscribe so we can keep this journey going strong. You're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a transformation. Today, I'm revealing a metaphysical secret that's going to light up your Taurus soul, or any soul vibing with that earthy energy. We're diving into how to flip a hidden switch for unstoppable wealth. Rewrite those old money stories, push past fear, and keep the prosperity flowing like it's second nature. Don't even think about clicking away, because the best part, the key to making this yours forever, is waiting at the end. Stay until the final second, because what you're about to uncover will leave you fearless, fired up, and ready to receive riches you never thought possible. So, let's jump in, no hesitation, no fear, just us unlocking your Taurus power together. And if something I share today sparks a light in you, maybe a word, a feeling, or a moment that clicks, please drop it in the comments below. I can't wait to hear how this resonates with you incredible women out there. Chapter 1. Activating your prosperity energy. Hey, my beautiful Taurus sisters, and anyone who's ever admired that rock-solid Taurus spirit, let's talk about something magical today. What if I told you there's a hidden power inside you, just waiting to be switched on? A power so strong it can rewrite your financial reality, not in months or years, but right here, right now, the moment you let these words sink in. I know you're practical, grounded, and maybe a little skeptical, classic Taurus traits, right? But hear me out. Because this isn't just fluffy talk. This is real, raw, and ready to change everything. As a psychologist and astrologer, I've spent years studying how energy moves through us, guided by the stars, and let me tell you, Taurus, you've got a special gift. You're ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and, yes, money. That means prosperity isn't just a dream for you, it's your birthright. But here's the catch, it's been locked away, tucked behind years of playing it safe, working hard, and waiting for the right time. Well, darling, the right time is now. This metaphysical prayer I'm sharing today? It's not just words, it's a cosmic key. The second it hits your mind, it flips a switch, and suddenly, wealth starts flowing to you like a force of nature. Picture this, you're sitting there, maybe sipping your coffee after a long day of freelancing, managing your small business, or keeping your household running like the queen you are. You listen to this prayer, maybe it's just a whisper in your mind. Maybe you say it out loud, and bam, something shifts. It's like a dam breaking open. Money starts showing up in ways you didn't expect. A client pays you early. An old friend calls with a job offer. That Etsy shop you've been tinkering with? Orders flood in overnight. Sound crazy? I get it, but I've seen it happen. And I've felt it myself. Let me share a story. I worked with Linda, a 45-year-old Taurus mom from Texas. She'd been an at-home powerhouse for years, raising kids, keeping the books balanced, the whole deal. But money? It was always just enough. She told me, Sophia, I'm tired of scraping by. I want more, but I don't know how. I introduced her to this prayer, a simple, heartfelt affirmation rooted in Taurus energy. I am open to the wealth the universe has stored for me. 1 week later, she called me in tears, happy tears. A friend had recommended her for a freelance bookkeeping gig, and out of nowhere, she landed a $5 contract. She didn't chase it, it chased her. That's the power we're tapping into here. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Sophia. I'm a Taurus. I like things steady. Sudden changes freak me out. And I hear you, your love for stability is one of your superpowers. You build foundations that last. Whether it's a cozy home, a loyal client base, or a side hustle that's slowly growing. But this isn't about chaos. This is about unleashing what's already yours. The prayer doesn't just attract money, it releases it. Like letting go of a breath you didn't know you were holding. And once it starts, there's no turning back. The doors you touch, they swing wide open before you even knock. The opportunities you've dreamed of, they land in your lap like they've been waiting for you all along. But here's the real kicker. This shift is permanent. Once you activate this energy, it's like planting a seed in that rich Taurus soil of yours. It grows. And it keeps growing. You might feel a little dizzy at first, who wouldn't when money starts pouring in faster than you can count? I've had women tell me they were scared at first. Sophia, it's too much, too fast, one client said. And I get it, Taurus, you're used to pacing yourself, savoring the journey. But this isn't about losing control, it's about stepping into a new kind of power. The kind where abundance doesn't just visit, it moves in and stays. So, let's talk about how this ties to you as a Taurus, or someone who vibes with that energy. You're practical, yes, but you're also sensual and connected to the physical world. Venus whispers to you through beautiful things, good food, a comfy home, the security of a full bank account. This prayer aligns with that. It's not about chasing some pie-in-the-sky fantasy, it's about grounding wealth into your life. Making it as real as the earth beneath your feet. And the best part? You don't have to do anything extra. You don't need to hustle harder or burn out. You just have to be open. Be ready. Be you. Here's a little tip to get you started. Every morning, as you're brushing your teeth or pouring that first cup of tea, say to yourself, I'm ready to receive the prosperity that's mine. Feel it in your bones. Imagine it like a warm light spreading through you, waking up every part of your being. That's the switch flipping. That's the moment the universe hears you and says, okay, Taurus, here it comes. And trust me, it will come, suddenly, beautifully, and in ways that'll make you smile and say, why didn't I do this sooner? I've seen this work wonders. Another client, Emily, a 43-year-old Taurus freelancer from Oregon, was stuck in a cycle of just getting by. She'd pour hours into her graphic design work, but the big paydays never came. I told her about this energy activation, and she gave it a shot. 2 days later, she got an email from a client she'd pitched months ago, offering her a $3 project out of the blue. She laughed and said, Sophia, I thought you were nuts. But I'm a believer now. That's what I want for you. That moment of awe when you realize this isn't luck, it's you stepping into your power. So, my dear Taurus, or Taurus admirer, ask yourself this. Are you ready to handle this kind of abundance? Because once you say yes, once you let this prayer sink in, there's no undoing it. The money won't stop. The opportunities won't fade. You'll feel it in your gut, in your heart, in the way your life starts to glow. It's big, it's bold, and it's yours. All you have to do is flip that switch. So take a deep breath. Let go of that fear. And let's do this together, because you, my friend, were born to thrive. Chapter 2. Transforming your money mindset. Okay, my lovely Taurus friends, and all you Taurus fans out there, let's get real for a minute. How many times have you told yourself, if I just work harder, the money will come? Or maybe you've thought, I'm fine with what I have, wanting more feels greedy. I see you nodding, because that's the Taurus way, isn't it? You're the queen of grit, the one who keeps going no matter what, building a life that's solid and secure. But here's the truth I've learned from years of psychology and astrology. Wealth isn't about grinding yourself into the ground. It's not about earning it through sweat and tears. It's about vibrating it into your life, and that, my dear, is where everything changes. Let's unpack this together. As a Taurus, you've got this deep, earthy energy. Think of it like a garden that's been waiting to bloom. You're ruled by Venus, the goddess of luxury and abundance. So you're wired to enjoy the good things, a warm meal, a soft blanket, a bank account that lets you breathe easy. But somewhere along the way, society handed us a script. Money only comes if you fight for it. Struggle is noble. Scarcity is normal. Sound familiar? Maybe you've spent years freelancing late into the night, running your small business on fumes, or stretching every dollar as a stay-at-home mom, thinking that's just how it works. I'm here to tell you, it's a lie. And the moment you let it go, your whole world shifts. This metaphysical prayer we're diving into? It's not just about flipping a switch, it's about rewriting that old story in your head. Picture this. Those beliefs about money being hard, about scarcity being your default, they're like fog hanging over your garden. The prayer rolls in like sunlight, burning that fog away until you see the truth. You were never poor. You were never meant to scrape by. You've just been stuck in a mindset that's kept the abundance at arm's length. And when you let that fog lift, oh, honey, the wealth doesn't just trickle in, it rushes to you like it's been waiting for permission. I'll never forget Mary, a 42-year-old Taurus freelancer from California. She came to me exhausted, saying, "Sophia, I'm good at what I do, graphic design, but I'm always chasing the next paycheck. I thought hard work was the only way." Classic Taurus, right? She'd bought into the hustle myth hook, line, and sinker. I asked her to try something radical, stop doing and start feeling. I gave her this prayer. I release the struggle, wealth flows to me naturally. She rolled her eyes at first. "Sophia, I don't have time for woo-woo," but she humored me. 3 weeks later, she messaged me, stunned. A client she'd barely pitched offered her a $10 project up front. No begging, no burnout, just pure flow. She said, "I can't believe it was this easy. That's what I want for you, ease, not effort." Now, let's tie this to your Taurus soul. You're practical, yes, but you're also a master of patience. You plant seeds and wait for them to grow, whether it's a savings account, a client list, or a home-cooked meal. But here's where the magic happens. The universe doesn't need your sweat to make those seeds sprout. It needs your vibration. Think of money as energy, not a paycheck. It's not something you wrestle into your life, it's something you tune into. Like finding the perfect radio station. And Taurus, with your Venusian glow, you've got the best antenna around. You just need to turn the dial from scarcity to abundance. So how do we do that? It starts with letting go of those old ideas. You know the ones. I have to prove I deserve it. Money's too hard to come by. They're heavy, aren't they? Like rocks in your pockets, weighing you down. This prayer, this energy, helps you drop them. Imagine standing in your kitchen, maybe pouring a glass of wine after a long day, and whispering to yourself, "I don't have to chase money anymore, it finds me." Feel that weight lift. Feel the fog clear. Suddenly, you're not running after wealth, you're standing still. And it's racing toward you. I've seen this transformation over and over. Take Claire, a 47-year-old Taurus who runs a little online boutique from her home in Ohio. She'd been plugging away for years, barely breaking even, convinced that success meant more hours, more stress. I told her, "Claire, you're a Taurus, you're built for abundance, not struggle." We worked on shifting her mindset with this prayer. I am a magnet for prosperity. A month later, she called me, laughing through tears. Her sales doubled, because a random post went viral. And customers started pouring in. She didn't work harder, she worked smarter with her energy. That's the Taurus power I'm talking about. Now, I know change can feel tricky for you. Taurus loves the familiar, your cozy routines, your steady pace, and that's beautiful. But clinging to those old money stories? That's not serving you anymore. It's like wearing a too tight pair of jeans from 10 years ago. They don't fit who you are now. You're not the woman who has to settle for just enough. You're the woman who attracts more than enough effortlessly, naturally, like the way you nurture everything else in your life. Here's a little trick I give my clients. Every time you catch yourself worrying about money, maybe a bill's due or a client's late, pause. Take a deep breath and say, "I'm already abundant, the universe is sorting this out." Feel it in your chest, like a warm hug from Venus herself. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about rewriting it. Because the universe doesn't care how hard you've worked, it cares how you vibrate. And when you vibrate wealth, Taurus, money doesn't just knock, it kicks the door down. This isn't about becoming someone new, it's about peeling back the layers to reveal who you've always been, a woman of worth. A woman of wealth. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, not your family, not your clients, not even yourself. You just have to believe what I've seen in every Taurus I've ever met. You were born to thrive, not just survive. And the moment you let go of that struggle mindset, You'll feel it, abundance rushing in like a spring breeze. Soft and steady, yet unstoppable. So, my sweet Taurus, or Taurus admirer, take a second right now. Close your eyes if you can. And imagine that fog of scarcity lifting. See the sunlight hitting your garden, your life, your bank account. Feel the truth settling in. You don't have to fight for money anymore. It's already yours, waiting for you to claim it. This prayer, this shift, it's your permission slip to stop running and start receiving. And trust me, once you do, you'll wonder why you ever thought it had to be hard. Chapter 3. Embracing the breakthrough and overcoming fear. Hey, my incredible Taurus sisters, and all you beautiful souls vibing with that Taurus energy. Let's sit down together for this one. Because it's about to get deep. You've flipped the switch. You've started rewriting those old money stories. And now the universe is responding. Money's showing up, maybe faster than you expected. Opportunities are knocking louder than ever. But here's where it gets real. When the floodgates open. When abundance starts pouring in. Something funny happens. You might feel a little scared. Can I handle this? Is this really for me? What if it all disappears? Oh, I've been there, and I know you have too. But let me hold your hand through this, because fear isn't the end of your story. It's the doorway to something massive. As a Taurus, you're the rock everyone leans on. You've built a life of stability, whether it's freelancing on your own terms, running a small business with grit, or keeping your home a sanctuary. You love knowing what's coming next, right? That's your Venus-ruled magic, creating beauty and security in everything you touch. But when wealth comes rushing in like a tidal wave, sudden, big, almost too good to be true, it can feel like the ground's shaking under your feet. And that's okay. Fear is just your human side whispering, "Whoa, this is new." It's not a stop sign, it's a sign you're stepping into a breakthrough. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're at your desk, juggling emails for your latest freelance gig, when a client offers you double what you usually charge, out of nowhere. Or maybe you're a stay-at-home Taurus queen, and a random idea for an online shop turns into orders you can't keep up with. It's thrilling, right? But then that little voice creeps in. What if I mess this up? What if I'm not ready? I've heard this from so many women I've worked with. And it's so Taurus, wanting to feel steady before you leap. But here's the cosmic truth. The universe doesn't send you anything you can't handle. This wealth? It's yours by divine right. And you're more ready than you think. I'll never forget Jane, a 48-year-old Taurus who runs a little catering business in Florida. She came to me saying, "Sophia, I love what I do. But it's always been small, manageable." I introduced her to this prayer. I welcome the abundance meant for me. 2 weeks later, her phone wouldn't stop ringing. Weddings, parties, corporate gigs. Her income doubled in a month. But when we talked, she admitted, "I was terrified. I kept thinking, what if I can't keep up? What if it's a fluke?" Classic Taurus caution. We worked through it together. And now she's pulling in over $20 a month. Laughing at how she ever doubted herself. That's what I want for you, to trade that fear for faith. Now, let's talk about why this fear pops up. As a Taurus, you're wired for comfort, not chaos. You thrive on routine, the way you brew your coffee just right. The way you balance your books with precision. So when money starts chasing you instead of the other way around, it's like someone rearranged your whole house overnight. It's disorienting, but here's what I've learned from astrology and psychology. That fear isn't a warning to pull back. It's the old you, the one who lived in, just enough, clinging to what's familiar. The new you? She's standing on the edge of something extraordinary. And all you have to do is step forward. This prayer, this energy, it's your bridge over that edge. It's not just about bringing in money, it's about helping you receive it without second guessing. Imagine this. You're sitting on your porch, maybe with a glass of iced tea, and you say to yourself, "I'm allowed to have this. I'm built for this." Feel that shift? It's like the moment you stop hiding from the light and let it warm you. That's when the doors of prosperity don't just crack open, they fly off the hinges. And once they're open, Taurus, they don't close. This isn't a fleeting win, it's your new normal. I've seen this play out in the most beautiful ways. Take Rachel, a 46-year-old Taurus mom from New York. She'd been freelancing as a writer for years, happy with her steady $2 a month. I shared this prayer with her. I trust the flow of wealth into my life. A week later, a magazine she'd pitched ages ago offered her a $5 feature, then another. Then another. She told me, "Sophia, I was shaking when I saw the emails. I almost said no because it felt too big." But she didn't. She leaned into it. And now she's writing her way to a 6-figure year. That's the Taurus strength. Once you say yes, you don't just survive the change. You thrive in it. So how do you push past that fear? It's simpler than you think. And it's so Taurus friendly. You don't have to leap blindly. You just have to trust your roots. Venus has your back, darling. She's been whispering abundance to you all along. Through every flower you've planted, every meal you've cooked, every dollar you've saved. This prayer is just her megaphone. When that scared little voice pipes up, tell it, "I'm a Taurus. I was born for this." Say it out loud if you have to. "I deserve every penny coming my way." Feel it settle into your bones, like the earth holding you steady. Here's a practical tip I give my clients. When fear creeps in, maybe your bank account's suddenly fatter than you're used to. Or a big opportunity lands, pause. Take 3 slow breaths, the kind you'd take before a big decision. Then say, "I'm safe, I'm strong, I'm ready." It's like grounding yourself in that Taurus soil you love so much. You're not running from the unknown, you're planting your feet and letting it come to you. And it will come, my friend, in waves so big you'll laugh at how small you once thought. This is your point of no return. Taurus, the old days of limitation? They're fading in the rear view. You're not the woman who questions her worth anymore, you're the woman who claims it. And yeah, it might feel wild at first. Like riding a roller coaster after years of walking. But you've got this. You're not just handling abundance, you're mastering it. Shaping it, making it yours. That fear? It's just the last echo of who you used to be. Waving goodbye as you step into who you were always meant to become. So take a moment right now. Feel that flutter in your chest, the mix of excitement and nerves. That's your breakthrough calling. Whisper to yourself, "I'm not afraid. This is mine." Because it is. Taurus, this wealth, this ease, this life, it's been waiting for you to say yes. And once you do, there's no going back. You're not just opening a door, you're building a whole new world. So let's cross that threshold together. Fearless and free. Chapter 4. Sustaining and amplifying your prosperity. Hey, my amazing Taurus queens, and all you wonderful souls channeling that Taurus vibe, we've come so far together. Haven't we? You've flipped the switch, rewritten those tired money stories, and faced down fear like the powerhouse you are. Now, here's where the real magic unfolds. Keeping that wealth flowing and making it grow bigger, brighter, and bolder than you ever dreamed. Because, Taurus, this isn't a one-and-done deal. This is about building a life where abundance isn't just a guest, it's family. Living with you every single day. And trust me, you've got everything it takes to make that happen. Let's start here. This metaphysical prayer isn't just a spark, it's a flame. And every time you come back to it, every time you let it sink into your soul, you're not just keeping that flame alive, you're turning it into a roaring fire. Think of it like tending your garden, something you Taurus beauties know all about. You don't plant a seed and walk away, right? You water it, you nurture it, and soon it's bursting with life. That's what repeating this prayer does. It takes the wealth you've unlocked and multiplies it, sending it soaring to heights that'll make your practical heart skip a beat. As a Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, and she's all about growth, slow, steady, and unstoppable. You're the Zodiac's master of consistency. Whether you're freelancing through late nights, growing your small business step by step, or turning your home into a haven, this prayer taps right into that. It's not about forcing things, it's about letting them build naturally. Like the way you've always built everything else. But here's the twist, it's faster now. The money, the opportunities, the ease, it accelerates every time you say, "Yes, I'm in." And suddenly, you're not just maintaining prosperity, you're expanding it. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 50-year-old Taurus from England. She'd been a stay-at-home mom for decades, pouring her heart into her family. But she had this little dream, an online store selling handmade candles. When I met her, she said, "Sophia, it's just a hobby. I don't expect much." I gave her the prayer, "My prosperity grows with every breath I take." She started saying it every night, like a ritual before bed. Within a month, her Etsy shop took off, $15 in sales. Out of nowhere, she told me. I kept repeating it, and it was like the universe heard me louder each time. Now she's hiring help to keep up. That's Taurus tenacity meeting cosmic amplification. Now, picture this in your own life. Maybe you're a freelancer, and that prayer keeps landing you bigger clients, ones who pay on time. No haggling. Or you're running a side hustle, and every time you whisper it, new customers find you like magic. Maybe you're at home, and suddenly, money flows in from unexpected places, a tax refund, a gift, a brilliant idea that pays off. It's not random, it's you, Taurus, holding the reins of this energy. The prayer's like a song you hum, and the universe sings back, louder and stronger every time. What's so beautiful about this, and so Taurus, is how it weaves into your everyday. You don't need to overhaul your life. You're not out there chasing trends or burning out. You're just being you, steady, grounded, reliable, and the wealth keeps coming. I've seen it happen in the smallest moments. A client of mine, Lisa, a 44-year-old Taurus from Colorado, runs a little baking business. She started repeating the prayer, "My abundance multiplies effortlessly." Next thing she knew, a local cafe asked to stock her goods, then another. Then a whole chain. She didn't push, it just grew. She said, "Sophia, it's like the money's following me now." That's your power, Taurus, quiet strength that builds empires. So how do you keep this going? It's simple, and it's so you. You don't need to figure out the how or why, leave that to the universe. Your job is to stay open, to keep that vibration high. Every night, as you're winding down, maybe lighting a candle or curling up with a book, whisper to yourself, "My prosperity is unstoppable." Feel it ripple through you, like roots sinking deeper into rich soil. It's not about begging or pleading, it's about claiming what's already yours. And each time you do, you're telling the universe, "More, please," and oh, does it deliver? This is where your Taurus gifts shine brightest. You're patient, you're persistent, and you know how to make things last. Think about it. You've kept friendships alive for decades, turned houses into homes, stretched budgets into miracles. That's the same energy you bring here. The prayer's just the seed, you're the one who makes it bloom. And the more you nurture it, the bigger it gets. Opportunities don't just knock, they line up at your door. Money doesn't just trickle, it pours. You're not waiting for permission anymore, you're the one giving it. I've watched this unfold in ways that still give me chills. Take Monica, a 49-year-old Taurus freelancer from Seattle. She'd been editing manuscripts for years, happy with her steady gig. I told her, "Monica, repeat this every day. My wealth expands beyond my wildest dreams." She did, half skeptical, half hopeful. A month later, she landed a contract with a best-selling author, $25 up front. Then another. She laughed and said, "Sophia, I didn't even ask for this, it just happened." That's the amplification we're talking about. One prayer, one shift, and suddenly, you're not just surviving, you're soaring. Now, I know you might wonder, can it really keep going? What if it slows down? Taurus, you're built for the long haul. Your Venus energy doesn't do flash in the pan, it does forever. This isn't about quick wins, it's about a river that never dries up. Every time you repeat this prayer, you're widening that river, deepening it, making it yours. You don't have to understand how it works, just trust that it does. Like the way you trust the seasons to turn or the sun to rise. It's natural, it's effortless, and it's all you. Here's a little ritual I love for my Taurus clients, every evening. As you're settling in, maybe after dinner or while you're brushing your hair, say, "I am a vessel for endless abundance." Say it 3 times, slow and steady, like you're planting it in your soul. Feel the words sink in. Feel the energy grow. It's like stoking that fire, watching it blaze higher with every breath. And then watch how the next day brings a new surprise. A new gift, a new reason to smile. Because that's what you do. Taurus, you turn small moments into lasting miracles. So, my sweet Taurus, or Taurus admirer, let's make a promise right now. You're not stopping here, you've opened the door, and now you're walking through. Head high, heart open. This prayer, this energy, it's yours to keep. Yours to grow. Feel it in your hands. Like the soil you've always loved to work with. Every time you say it, every time you believe it, you're not just sustaining wealth, you're amplifying it, turning it into a legacy. You're not just rich for a day, you're rich for a lifetime. And that, my friend, is the Taurus way, steady, strong, and absolutely unstoppable. Well, my radiant Taurus tribe, and everyone who's been soaking up this cosmic goodness, what a ride we've had today. Right? We've unlocked a secret energy, tossed out the baggage holding back your money flow, danced with fear until it stepped aside, and set the stage for abundance to multiply like wildflowers in spring. This isn't the end of a chapter, it's the first page of a whole new book. One where you're the author, writing a story of wealth and wonder. And I'm so thrilled to be here, witnessing the magic unfold in you. Let's take a second to marvel at who you are. You're not just a freelancer juggling deadlines, a small business owner with big dreams, or a homekeeper weaving love into every corner. You're a force. A Taurus force, carved from patience and polished with grace. The kind of woman who turns quiet determination into something unstoppable. The universe sees you, and it's been saving up riches just for you, not because you've earned them through struggle, but because you're a gift worth celebrating. I'm in awe of you. Truly. Now, let's make this personal. I want to hear your voice in this cosmic conversation. What's stirring in you after today? Did a spark light up when we talked about letting money chase you? Or maybe you felt a rush imagining that prosperity growing bigger every day? Pop into the comments and tell me, what's the one thing you're carrying forward from this? I'm all ears, because your stories, your Taurus fire, they're what make this space so alive. And here's a little tease, this is just the warm-up. Whether you're a Taurus through and through or just dipping your toes into this earthy energy, Zodiac wisdom is your home for more. We're on a mission to unearth every gem the stars have tucked away for you. Think deeper dives into your Venus vibes, fresh ways to fuel your dreams, and a front row seat to your own glow up. This isn't a solo gig, you're part of a constellation here. And together, we're lighting up the sky. What's next? Oh, it's going to be good, stay tuned. As we wind down, here's my parting gift to you. You're not dreaming too big, you're just waking up to what's possible. That prayer we've shared? It's your compass now, pointing you toward a life where abundance isn't a maybe, it's a yes. You've got the stars cheering, Venus winking, and me rooting for you every step of the way. So go out there, Taurus, claim your riches, savor your victories, and know that you're rewriting what's possible, one fearless day at a time. Thanks for showing up, for shining bright. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Until then, keep thriving, because you were made for this.